Well, look at that. Hello, everybody. This is Rob Scribner from She Said, He Said. And today is a great day because we got all kinds of people coming in and out. And so we kind of focus on love and romance and boobs. And you never know what we're going to actually talk about. And we got some new members on the panel today, and we have some guests going to be popping in as soon as their internet does better. So I want to remind everybody you can find She Said, He Said on Spreaker, on Good Talk Radio, and now we actually stream live on Cutting Edge TV. And also all of our shows can be found on Cutting Edge TV and video on demand. So it looks like Jace just made it in. So yep, he made it. Hi, Jace. How are you?
Hey, man. Nice to see you.
Talk about good timing. So
Yes.
we just started the show, and I wanted to make sure we get a chance to introduce anybody. We do have another person coming in. We've never ran 7 on here, so we'll see if we can explode the internet. I do want to warn everybody that the internet has been acting up for a lot of streams today. So hopefully, I'm crossing our fingers, our stream is doing well. And I want to remind everybody you can find us on Roku, which I mentioned earlier. So our panel today, which is going to be talking about love and romance and whatever else we end up talking about. I'm going to start introducing everybody from the bottom screen off to the left, which is Jace. And I always am afraid to say your last name because I hash it up so bad. So how do you say your last name?
Jace is fine, but it's pronounced Schweiger.
Schweiger. That's like Scribner, only Schweiger. So
It looks like
you.
producer.
That's the first time you've been on She Said, He Said. So
Thank you for having me.
And moving right along in the middle, we have J. Lynn Powell. This is the second time you've been on the show, so you're an old timer.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, you kind of got me in trouble last time. We'll see if we can do it again.
I'm good for that.
You didn't mean that literally, did you, there, Rob? About an
no.
old timer?
Well, yeah. Well, she is a little older than I am. But anyway, moving right along, stay out of trouble on that. You don't go there, George. Not with girls. Chandra, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks. I'm glad to be here again.
Yeah, it looks like your internet's running pretty good. She every week is an adventure with your internet, so we never know.
It is, and I swear to God, I pay that cable bill on time.
Yeah, her husband came on earlier and says, I paid the bill. I did. Was that Jalen?
I says, maybe that's her problem.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, right above Chandra is John Smith from the John Smith Show. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Rob. And just real quick, Tony D is in the chat room along with Thomas Hamilton. So hello, guys.
Oh, I haven't switched over to Kallam yet. Hi, guys. Yeah,
but I'm well.
Six
All's
drugs
good.
and rock and roll. Yep, we're on it. We're working on it. By the way, I want to remind you that when Flynn comes on, she has her own show called In Like Flynn, and then John has his own show. And both in the description of this show, you can find links to their show. So, I'm telling you, both of them are very interesting shows, especially when you go to Flynn's. Did you guys catch Flynn's show yesterday?
No, I was
George,
prepping for my own.
Oh, yeah.
I could not, actually. I was indisposed.
Yeah, usually I have to catch her on the flip-flop because I can never get to the live one. But so getting in the middle, I forgot to introduce good old Georgie. Georgie boy, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
Thanks for
kind
the
of
sound
getting
effects.
worried. I'm getting kind of worried because it seems like the top row seems to be missing a lot of hair.
Well, it was better before I had to jump off and get back on.
Does that make you
I
one of the
balanced
girls?
it out.
Yeah, oh, pretty much. So yeah, we're gonna put you in a category with hair at least.
Thanks.
So today,
Something above here.
yeah, right. That's why we wear hats. So
That's right.
anyway, I want to. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. We haven't heard any reports of any problems with the internet, but I think there's kind of a worldwide internet problem, kind of sporadic. So if anybody's seen that we're buffering or anything, please let us know in the notes. I see Thomas Hamilton's here today.
Yeah, from
and
Glasgow, Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland.
From
And
Glasgow,
then Tony,
Scotland.
this is probably the first time Tony's been on this, visited us on the show. So it's really nice to have him. Tony D, which is the name of his show, is now with us on Good Talk Radio and Cutting Edge TV, and he's doing a great job, and he's got a great crew, and they're really cute. On Monday when they first went on TV, Kiki is the name her and stuff. She'd look up at the screen like, I think I'm a little nervous on TV. She was really cute. So anyway, drugs.
There's an
sex, and rock
interesting
and roll.
fact.
Go
Interesting
ahead.
fact about Tony D, by the way. He will
Yes.
do anything for a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Just so you know.
Ah,
Oh,
If
really?
you need, if you need him to mule drugs down into Mexico, just get him. Yeah,
Really?
a Popeye's
I
chicken
have not
sandwich,
tried
and he's
one of
in.
those yet. I love Popeyes, but I've never tried one of their chicken sandwiches. So are they pretty good?
Well, according to Tony D, they're God's chicken.
And all the other chickens belong to
that's
Satan.
Apparently.
Just kind of curious.
Oh, yeah. So the rest of them are Satan chickens. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get us on subject today. So 3 words. One's drugs, sex, and rock and roll. So I'm going to start off with the word drugs. And when it comes to relationships and meeting people and going out on dates and stuff like that, one of the reasons I want to bring up drugs is because, especially over here in Washington, Oregon, and some of the other states lower, are starting to legalize like marijuana and stuff like that. And I've noticed now, I've noticed either through people I know and stuff like that, that the use of any kinds of drugs, including, let's talk about the green stuff, seems to be as common as a smoker. And I kind of wonder, for those of you that may have noticed people that are starting to use marijuana more or things like that, how do you think that's affecting people's relationships or dating and things like that? You think that's a factor nowadays, or you think it could become a problem?
I think it's a little hard to say, to be honest, because, I mean, while it's been around for as long as most of us can remember, its uses and abuses vary from person to person.
Agreed.
So while my cousin may have stepped outside, Georgie boy, there you go. While one of my cousins may have stepped outside over Thanksgiving many years before to, de-stress from the clutter of everybody's, and the family being crowded around a table and everybody asking your business and what's going on, you just kind of need to step away for a little bit. While it might do one thing for one person, it does something totally different for another. So
Totally agree.
while it's not
Yeah.
something that I do, I'm certainly not going to unfriend you because of it, because I recognize that it's recreational. As long as you're not abusing it, I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
Now,
you actually brought up a
it's-
good- Go ahead, Jalen.
Yeah, so it's been legal here in Washington State. I think we were like, if not the first or the second state that legalized. And I don't know that it's any more used now than it was before. It's just not hidden now, so you don't have to sneak away. So, but I don't know that it's really changed much of anything. I think people have been doing it for years and years and years and years. They're just not hiding it anymore.
Yeah, I kind of noticed more people definitely using it, and especially like in family gatherings and stuff like that. There's more disappearing, and then you go outside and you go, "Is there a skunk in the yard?"
Yeah.
And to me, I also
That's the
seems like
cheap weed.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the cheap weed. I think the new weed smells like that.
That's the cheap weed.
Anyway, okay, John.
Not that I know anything about that, but
Yeah, I was going to say, but
Yeah.
I just kind of noticed that it seems like I'm hearing more people that are saying it just cures all their problems and the whole works. And so to bring it back to this show is like, have you noticed any either in your own relationships or dating or heard of other people's relationships where it seems like that's starting to step into their realm of the relationships at all, or being either cool or being a problem?
I got
I
to tell you
have.
this. I think if I went to pick up a chick, now I haven't dated in over 20 years, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
still date my wife. We go out on dates and stuff. But if I was to stroll up, pick up a chick and she gets into the back of my car or the front of my car, whatever, and she stinks like weed, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because I know she's going to eat like 4 times as much as normal. she's going to get the appetizers, the full meal, 2
It's
desserts.
an expensive date.
It's a financial thing.
If you
for
know
me.
she's smoking weed, John, you got to go to like Kentucky Fried Chicken or something. There you go.
That's right.
Don't go to Popeyes. That's too
All you
good.
can eat buffet.
Get her the full meal deal. That way she can, get her a bucket of chicken. She'll be good.
Maybe like a 10-pack of tacos at Taco Bell.
Only on
There you go.
Tuesdays.
Yeah. Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's actually one of the biggest things. I mean, obviously, we all know that more severe drugs and things in alcohol definitely is a severe problem in a lot of households and families. And we're not going to go down that rabbit hole, but we understand. I mean, but to me, the generality of marijuana basically coming into our lives, at least me seeing what I've seen in Washington and Oregon, I definitely going. I think I can't. I don't know if it's the shock of the fact that we've always grown up knowing it was kind of taboo, and now it's as common where it's not even unusual to walk in Seattle and every corner someone's smoking it and it's no big deal. But there's still that factor of people working in aerospace companies and stuff like that that's still not a good thing to do, because we do get drug testing. So even though it's common and they're trying to legalize it and all that stuff, it still has its issues in the workplace. But I am kind of curious if it's actually becoming a problem in the
I think one of the
relationship.
things that surprised me the most is I think it's New Jersey just legalized medicinal mushrooms.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up
Seriously?
and verify that, but I believe they said it was New Jersey.
When's that coming
Oh
to
my
Texas?
goodness. Oh.
When's that coming to
tried to do that
Texas,
here,
man?
too.
I've been on mushrooms one time. I have to admit it.
I
tell
tried
you what,
smoking
it was-
mushrooms once myself, but I couldn't keep the pizza lit.
After my experience, the talking trees were amazing. So,
Yeah.
when you're in a
Yeah.
park, man, that's bad. Don't drop a mushroom when you're in a park. Oh my gosh, the trees will talk.
In regards to Rob's question, though,
Yeah.
I notice because of what I do for work that I seem to have a lot more clients bring up the issues that their partners will be engaged in getting. Well, I don't know. Do you still call it getting high? But anyway,
Yep.
and because it's legal, they then tell their spouses things like, well, it's legal. You can't tell me really not to do it and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, even though something's legal, there still is the ability to recognize that we have responsibilities. We need to fulfill those. Even if you're out earning a job, if you've decided to have children, you need to show up for them or you need to show up for your spouse. And if it hinders you in any way, then it's a problem. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like alcohol or anything like that. It's like, those may be legal, but you still got to be an adult and responsible with it. So I don't know why sometimes people, I've heard that too, where people have talked about marijuana like it's outside of that realm of responsibility. They can just do it anytime they want.
I think because when we tell somebody that they can't do something for quite a while or it's not legal, then much like somebody who's very adolescent, they want to push the envelope and use their ability to have their rights heard or whatever. And you're like, okay, that still doesn't negate the fact that you have responsibilities. Show up for those, then go get high, whatever that entails.
Yeah.
Isn't it Oregon that decriminal? Oh, so go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
No, actually, go ahead with the.
I think it was Oregon that decriminalized heroin, methamphetamines, and maybe, I don't know the other one, maybe crack. I don't know.
Great. Then
And-
if they have legalized it or
They decriminalized it. Yeah.
decriminalized it, then there shouldn't be a methadone program at all. That's my opinion. Then you as taxpayers, wherever you live, no longer have to support a methadone program that's governed by your state to keep heroin addicts supposedly okay.
Mm.
Oh my, oh good
I
Lord.
think you pushed the button.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a similar argument, not about drugs.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I have a similar argument, but not about drugs. But it's a similar argument to what you're saying.
Okay.
Going on a quick off, and then Rob, I promise I'll get back. My twin brother is incarcerated.
Okay.
I find it completely stupid that we have to pay for his medical care. We have to pay for his food. We have to pay for his heat. I think that they should all be made to work, give them the average salary, whatever that salary may be, and then take bills out of there so that jail becomes a punishment instead of, and again, this is because I just had a video visit. My twin brother's getting a tablet to video conference with me in prison.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, and they probably have better
Absolutely not.
internet than I have.
But it goes into the exact same thing. Why is he getting internet? Why does he get cable?
probably
Why
do,
does he
Chandra.
get free
They probably
electricity?
do,
Why
Chandra.
does he get free Medicare? Why does he get free food? And yet there's people out here working 2 jobs with a family that can't even make ends meet, and yet prison is the reward.
Jace,
Well, the
you might be
government's
my
shutting
new
down-
best friend. I
Yeah,
swear
Rob
to
You
God.
got you got something there, Jace.
I'm
Definitely,
ready.
man. Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rob and I have similar views on that when it comes to people living on the system, but getting all their health care and getting everything taken care of for them. And we are struggling to take care of ourselves, but we're the ones that are working full time.
Yeah, I find it completely ridiculous. My wife works an opposite shift that I do. I have to work an opposite shift so that she does, so that somebody can stay home and take care of the children, because we can't afford the government, or we make too much money for government assistance. Yet there's people out there that have 4, 5, 6 children and just raking it all in with free Wi-Fi because, it's a pandemic. So we're just going to, Comcast Cable's giving out free Wi-Fi. Schools are giving away free computers. What the hell has happened? Have I missed this memo?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of
But
that.
actually, those of us who have moral integrity definitely missed the memo.
I just
No.
don't understand how my
Don't get
brother
that.
is being rewarded for being in prison.
You guys are looking at this all wrong. You guys need to focus on not eating outside at a restaurant. That needs to be your priority. Stop eating outside at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of funny. It's like these are really gig subjects, almost for another type of show. But I'm trying to bring us back to love and romance. But right now it's been hate,
Hey,
trigger.
I think
Which hasn't happened here in Texas. Here
I would like to
in
just throw
Texas,
the
you
romance
can still
part.
go to a restaurant and eat.
I can bring it into romance. Women,
please.
stop
Yeah.
dating men who are criminals and have bad behavior, and don't let them off the hook. There.
I don't know if I can use. I didn't.
Where's Flynn when we need
I
him?
didn't patent that. I mean, because
You
I
know?
can't do the right circle. I can do a circle snap.
Yeah.
Let me take us to a new
Get going,
subject.
George.
Drugs, not the best thing. Sex, we're going to talk about that in a minute. And rock and roll. I want to talk
Well,
about
that
rock and roll.
happens after you take the drugs.
So let's talk about music and romance and all that kind of stuff, inspiration, the whole work. So I'm going to start with our guest today, Jace. How, especially since you do the show called The Shuffle, which you can find The Shuffle on Good Talk Radio every day on the weekdays. And I don't know what. See, are you running on some other stations too?
I'm on quite a bit of different things, including Spotify, Apple, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Podsnack, Mixler, Spreaker, Facebook. Yeah.
Just those. Huh?
Holy
Okay.
Jesus.
Can I buy a vowel and
Just a
everything
couple.
else?
Yeah.
Only a few of them.
He does a great show. So
Thank you.
How important is music in your life, your relationships, your family, your moods, your day-to-day life? How important is music to you, and what kind of music are we talking about? Different kinds or different genres, or what?
I'm glad you brought me in on the rock and roll show, because if you'd have said country, I'd have sat here with my thumb in my yeah.
I like all music.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of rock and roll. And by rock and roll, I mean rock of today, Five Finger Death Punch, Korn, things like that. Disturbed. A little bit of everything that I am. Disturbed a bit, probably. But
shoot, I should have worn my Godsmack shirt, because I love Godsmack. That's one of my favorite bands.
So unfortunately, I have actually just moved the studio. This is not my typical background. However,
See, that's what I do. That's my job back there.
I was wondering about that.
So if you had seen my previous background, I have concert posters, T-shirts, and flags of every concert that I've been to, just lined up along the whole wall. But my wife said, if you want to work in your office tonight, you're going to move your office somewhere else. And I went, well, I'm not going to move it to the living room. The kids will break it because they're jerks. So let's move it to, and I said, the acoustics in the closet are amazing. She goes, there's your new place right there. So I now work in the closet.
Nice.
And I come out of the closet every day.
Every day.
Every day, several times a day for me.
She works for California Closets. Look out. So, Jace, do you use music at all, like calming down the kids, or kids are in bed, just to calm things down, bring music into the house instead of television all the time or anything? Does music have anything to do with helping the family at all, the household, your relationships? How do you use music?
Yeah, my wife and I usually play this game called Who Sings This?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's normally me holding up the phone going, hey, honey, who sings this? Because I already know. And she goes, So apparently that's her favorite band. But I do all kinds. I mean, the shuffle. Oh, you have heard of them? They're a great band. You know what they sing?
Great band.
Yeah. I love hearing people's lives based on what they would say their soundtrack of life is. So, yes, I might know a little bit of this band because, Rob said it in our interview one day, or I might know about that particular song, but I don't know about the band because Mr. John Smith said it one time in passing. But of course I did publish my 2020 Spotify wrap up as I posted my 19, 18, and 17. I love getting to know people through the songs that have filled up their lives.
Sweet.
And of course, I have my favorites. How old am I?
You, Jalen? You fall back on music at all?
Not so much. I'm a country girl still, kind of raised that way. So I'm still a country girl. I mean, all the bands that you just mentioned, I could not, probably never heard of any of them. So
you should Google it. This song is called
Exactly. Yeah, I'm in her shoes.
Yeah, but you can name a bunch of country western songs.
Oh yeah.
And, say so. So it's just a different genre. That's it.
Yeah, it's
just a different thing.
genre. But the thing that I like about music is it can bring back feelings and moments and things like that. So yeah, it creates different inspirations for you when you hear it, either good feelings, bad feelings, but yeah, music does a lot.
May I say something?
Please.
And Rob, I think this has a lot to do with why I've chosen to be a producer behind the mic instead of in front of the mic, because I realize that a background track can definitely change the feel of an audio commercial that you hear. It can definitely change the tone of a message that you're trying to give. You can have the same spoken word in any commercial. There you go. Five Finger, Slipknot, Static X. I like you too, man. Whatever screen you're on.
I like it.
You're on all the screens. I love it. But everything, a simple sound can change the message, the tone, the feeling, the overall experience just based on music. You put a high energy music behind it, you're going to get a high energy message.
I got to make a joke about you. You made a commercial for me.
I did.
And you destroyed my favorite song because now
Oops.
because he made a commercial for Ranger Rob poopy bags and used the background taking care of business. Every time I hear that
That's
show,
great. I love it.
that song, all I can think about is poopy bags. It's like
Oh,
it
that's
ruined it.
ideal.
It was
That's
perfect.
awesome.
It was a good commercial. Very good.
Thank you.
Chandra, how's music affect your life and romance? And how do you use it for any as a tool at all, as a resource?
Music is definitely used for a tool in my house more so than TV. And because of what I do, I work-wise, I enjoy a very serene environment. And so music is always kind of playing in the background. And it also sets the tone when a guest comes over. I'm not wild. I'm not crazy anymore. I'm not loud, but my music has definitely gone through phases. Because I can tell you at one point in time when I didn't listen to what we call spa music, I saw Judas Priest 3 times in one summer. And
Nice.
really, anybody should be shot.
Breaking the
in
law.
the head.
Breaking the law.
Oh my God, it was horrible. Like I should never have done that. But it's evolved, and I read. There were days when I used to listen to a lot of Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne and all kinds of things, and now it's very soothing instead. But I listen to music all day long at work too to help keep people in a more serene.
Chandra, are you my mother by any chance? Because everything you're saying,
I don't know, but I'm really loving you. It's like, baby.
we have the same taste in music. We have the same ideas. What's good? Mom.
That's okay. I'll adopt you. So
There you go.
I do have a little story though about rock and roll. When I was probably in my early 20s, I went to a Leonard Skinner concert, and I had gone out to get drinks, and this large man in overalls with gray hair said, "Hey, would you like to come back and party with the boys?" And I'm like, I don't even know what he's saying to me, And I'm like, I'm with some friends. I don't think that's a good idea. And he's like,
You known Rob that long?
And it wasn't Rob. It was Lacey Van Zant. Ronnie and Donnie Van Zant's father asked me to go backstage and party. Common sense and intuition said, that's a bad idea. Don't go do that.
Now, see, I would think common sense would say do it.
No, not when you're that young. That's a bad idea. I don't know where my life would have gone. No.
You could have ended up on a plane.
Yes, I think I might have.
Somewhere. To Mexico, maybe.
Milk carton would have been my face. Milk cartoning. So it's like, no.
Gotta give a hello to Lane, aka the One-Armed Bandit, watching. He actually just sent me a photo on Discord of our chat. So hello, Lane. How you doing?
Hey, that's nice.
Cool.
I have some interesting news. I found out because Charlie ran his show late. Our show didn't transmit onto the television, but it'll still be on Cutting Edge TV. So we're not live on Roku. So I just turned it on. It's like, uh-oh, what happened? So sorry about that, guys. I should have waited for its transmission to stop. So it's something new for us.
Just going to have to wait another day to be a movie star.
Actually, this episode will probably play tonight at 10 o'clock, so no problem. But yeah, we're learning new things about the technical problems with television. But so we're not live on TV, so the pressure's gone. But your replay will be.
So I can let down
John,
my hair. Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
If you had any.
John.
It already happened.
How?
Yeah. Well, first
So
of all,
John, how does music affect your life?
This one goes out to Chandra. If it plays.
You're doing as good as I am.
Technical problems.
Why don't you just sing it to me, John?
No.
Yeah, sing it, John.
You don't want me to sing. You'll never have me on the show again.
We're going to keep you.
Music is Music is very important to me. I've been one thing, I'm a musician. I am a drummer. So I played in a band with my brother, and New Year's Eve for the Ranger Rob Rockin' New Year's Eve, right? My brother's actually going to perform on the show. And so,
awesome.
He's awesome. So, so we were in a band together, and music has just been a part of my life since I can remember. You know, I used to be the kid that sat next to the radio with a tape recorder, and I would wait till the next song. You know, if it was a good song, I'd record. I'd hit the little record button and play it, record it over the air and build tapes and stuff like that. So it's always been something that is just extremely important to me. And I can go to any bar and watch any band play. One of the greatest trips I ever went on was to go to New Orleans and just go from bar to bar to bar on Bourbon Street and just watch blues bands and Zydeco bands and rock and roll bands and you name it. You can listen to anything you want to listen to
there's Flynn.
Hey, there she is. Yeah, on Bourbon Street, anything's available. And so, it's always been important. When I work during the day, I listen to music all day long or podcasts, depending on what's going on. But so cool. That's it. Love music.
Hey, Flynn. Flynn made it in.
Hey.
Howdy, Flynn.
How are y'all doing?
Hey, Flynn.
So Flynn, Beck, I got to introduce you to our guest up there, Jace. He's has his own show called The Shuffle. He's a DJ, and he's been involved in music for a long time. So we're kind of in the music subject right now of sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
That's awesome.
I'll get down to you with a music question in the music, but in a minute. But I want to reveal something about John that I found out. He's a motorcycle mama.
Oh.
He was involved with. You're involved with a motorcycle group that actually had to do with faith, but they were actually. What was the name of it, John?
We really didn't have a name. We were just, we went to, the church was called Mountain Vista. So we were just the Mountain Vista Riders. That was it. Yeah. Nothing too exciting.
So are you a rider yourself?
I am.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've ridden to Sturgis 4 times. I actually traveled all the way to Nia, whatever it is up in Washington.
Nia Bay.
Nia Bay. Bam. There you go. Yeah, Nia Bay.
There's not much there.
No, there isn't. It was kind of a letdown. It's kind of a crap hole.
It's the farthest west point, the continental United States of America. It's a good thing.
Yep. It's an armpit. But
don't tell the Macaw Indians that. That's not funny.
No, but I saw the Crescent Lake, which was beautiful. That was that glacier lake up there, and I saw the Hoh rainforest and the Bainbridge Ferry and all that stuff. And I've been all over the country on my motorcycle. I probably have, I'd say, close to 300,000 or 400,000 miles on the saddle.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Wow, amazing!
Jace, I didn't know you're a writer too, eh?
Yes,
Kiki's
sir.
in the room. Hey, Kiki.
Hi, Kiki.
Hi,
Yes,
Kiki.
yes. I've been riding almost 10 years. My wife got me my first bike as our wedding gift.
Wow.
It's a
Aw, sweet.
Honda 50.
Nice.
Honda 50. No, my first one was a Kawasaki 800. And what I have now is a Kawasaki Vulcan 1500.
Oh. Wow.
Kawasaki makes an amazing machine.
That was my first
John?
dirt bike. I had a
John, are
Kawasaki
you still
500.
writing?
What's that?
John, are you still writing? Did you say?
Oh yeah. I have a 2013 Harley Davidson Road King.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
My wife.
Big
Nice.
I can't get permission.
Yeah.
You guys have nicer wives.
She's a keeper.
So poor
Damn
George.
straight she is.
George, I need to get to your music genre. What do you do with music? How does it affect your life, and how does it affect your romance?
Well, just like John there, I'm also a drummer. I've been playing for quite a few years. Just recently, since I've been kind of ill, it's been a little bit hard to play. But I also play the keyboards. So I've had music in my life pretty much since I was a kid because my mother was into music and my sister's still into music and my brother was into music as well. So the whole family actually were musicians at one point in time. So I've continued to do that. I love rock and roll. I'm a rocker. You will see me at almost every rock concert you can possibly go to. So I'm there all the time. So as you can see, I'm wearing my Van Halen t-shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is an original Van Halen t-shirt. This is back in the
Rest
day.
in peace, Eddie.
I know. Rest in peace, Eddie. And so, yeah, it's been a part of my life ever since I can remember. And music I hold very dear because it has a lot. If you listen to the lyrics, sometimes you can actually make out some really great stories. And that's for every song, but rock and roll, you just got to listen, and that's kind of where I've been since then. So it has a deep emotional ties. Definitely.
I had no idea you're a drummer. I didn't.
Yep.
I've known you for a long time, and I've never known that. So it's
Yeah, he's in a
amazing.
hair metal band.
Hair metal band. Exactly.
So Flynn. Well,
Yes.
first of all, I'm glad you made it. We knew you were having internet problems, so thank you so much for coming on board.
Of course.
And I
Thank you
want
for
to ask
having me.
you. One is two things I got for you. One is I'm going to ask you about music in a minute, but I want to let you know that Chandra is enhanced today.
Oh, hey, that is
Put the note.
I don't think she could stand up and think. Yeah,
No.
you would.
Yeah, I mean, because
Not
last show it was kind of like, but this time I think she's enhanced a little
She can
bit.
even be higher, but I'll take it. I'll take it. But she could be higher.
All she's got to do is stand up, Flynn, and you can definitely notice the changes.
Yeah, so
She did very well, and she can keep on coming. Keep moving on
yeah,
up. Moving on up. Moving on up.
they seem very happy today.
They are the same as they are every week. Come on.
Yes. Yes.
And for those of you that
good.
weren't on last week's show, we our major subject was boobs and nipples. I think last show,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when
Did anybody else
Chandra
notice how
kinda got
Rob just
pointed
tried to
out.
correct himself?
Yeah, he almost
Yeah.
went there. Did you
Yeah.
see that part of Jace?
He almost said
He almost went there.
TIPS.
He
Yeah.
did that one.
Okay.
That was like, I don't know.
I caught it.
Yeah. We
How come
did
every time
too.
we get in the subject, I blush? So yeah, we. But I did
That's
realize
hilarious.
I took a picture of my nipple so I could get some lipstick.
The right
and,
color.
The right color. So I'm good. So, Jace, don't do it. Don't do it. So Flynn,
Oh yeah. Let's see.
tell
Something
us
last
about
week, obviously.
tell us what music means to you.
I have no shame.
I
I'm
love
not
it.
going to do that.
So
I would,
music.
but I'm not gonna.
I know
Nobody wants to
she
see mine
will, she
anymore.
will.
I'm causing enough trouble as it is. I gotta behave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
see the
I've been
picture I
getting notes
posted
all week.
yesterday?
We need to see. We
Yeah.
need more
On the
twerking.
beach?
Yeah.
Was it classy?
I thought it was.
Oh, is it?
But you know
Sure.
me, I'm a boob man, so I thought it was classy.
Yeah, it got a lot of views.
You think?
The topic was, what do you consider taboo? And so I posted a very artistic picture of 3 naked girls on a beach in Corsica with pebbles over our private areas.
Uh-huh.
So on your show, what did you discover that was taboo?
Oh, we went from suicide to steak on eggs. No, to ketchup on steak.
Oh.
Wow,
Ketchup on cake.
Ketchup on steak to suicide to infidelity to, I mean, you name it. It went all over the place.
wow.
What about people that eat
somebody brought up-
Kleenexes?
Somebody brought up a dog and
Ew.
peanut butter.
a
Wow.
dog and what?
What?
Peanut butter.
Oh,
Oh, man,
peanut
that's
butter?
wrong. Okay, all
That's
right.
an-
I got to draw
That's
the
an old
line there.
wives' tales.
I know.
The old peanut butter and dog. Yeah.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, Jake.
I don't know.
Eric's here. Hey,
Eric,
Eric.
how you doing, man?
Eric's really good. I write really nice notes to him. He never answers back. He goes, "Yeah, I'll get right
Eric.
back with you." It's like, yeah, right.
Eric works. He's a hard worker. He's a very hard
Yes,
worker.
he is. So,
And he has
just for
9
those
children,
who
so.
don't know, Eric
Wow.
has his own radio station over in New Jersey, or is that where
Cool.
he's at?
Long Island, New York.
Rhode Island. Sorry.
Long
And
Island.
you
Long
guys,
Island.
you and Eric and a couple other folks were involved in a show called the Copperman Show. Did I say it right?
Cop and Crew.
Cop and Crew. Sorry, it's so many. That's like tens of shows ago, but that's where we all first met. And so, on the East Coast, Eric is just he's very
By the
successful
way,
in what
he's
he does.
in Long Island.
Oh
Is it
wow.
Long Island?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Long Island. See, we don't know what goes on in the East Coast. You guys are nuts over there. Anyway, hard worker.
Yeah, he has 9 kids, so he has a huge family to support.
Wow. That was one of the
Yeah.
topics. Is it taboo to have a large family?
Is it?
I'm just glad you said family. I didn't know what was coming after that.
No, this one gal has 4 kids, and she says people shame her for having such a large family.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
one of 5. My wife is one of 4. We have 2.
Listen, I live in Mesa. Large families are the norm here.
That's because
I'm
all you
just
guys
saying
have to
that-
do there is count
Yeah.
cactuses.
That's an
Same
interesting
in
subject.
Arizona and Utah. And
Yeah, if you don't have a large family, you're a sinner.
Yeah.
yeah.
And one of the women had 9 kids, and she says nobody shames her. I said because 7 of them you adopted, and she's like, good point.
Uh-huh.
She adopted
Wow.
7 and had 2.
Amazing. I think is Eric hasn't he adopted a few kids too?
No.
Oh no,
Oh, bless
actually,
his wife's
I'm
heart.
thinking of Charlie. I think. Anyway, yeah, just a great
He's
guy.
got a
hard
football
worker.
team.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
he does.
And
That's
his
a whole football
his
team.
son
already.
Martin, I think he is 13, 14. Football, baseball on a traveling baseball team, on a traveling football team.
Oh
His
my.
wife worked at the same time. He works at the same time. God,
Wow.
he makes me tired by watching his Facebook lives.
Wow.
Oh, he's amazing.
I love that kid.
Yeah.
Lane,
Yeah,
hello.
anyway,
He
so-
has 11
Jimmy is-
children.
That's
He
crazy.
doesn't
11?
have 9. He has 11 kids.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
11 total. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Wow. You got a football team,
Holy
Eric.
feet.
Eric has 11 kids, swear.
Yeah.
I have 11 grandkids and I can't keep up with them. I don't know what the heck you do with 11 kids.
Are they
Oh
all
my.
from the same wife, Eric?
Oh, good Lord. Bless his heart and his wife's.
I've got a customer that has 16, both same mom, same dad for 16 kids.
I'm not sure if
Oh.
that needs to be blessed.
Why?
Holy smoke, man.
No,
That's a lot of
I
kids.
don't have that kind of patience.
16 kids. That's a
I
lot.
have-
Enough for me.
Yeah,
Wow.
I have
I know.
2. My husband has 3. That's 5 girls is
Yeah.
plenty. Yeah, no, I can't imagine. Gosh, dang, he and his
He's
wife.
an animal. He's an animal.
Yeah,
He's a rabbit.
Yes, he
Sorry,
is, man.
Eric.
Holy
Yes, he
smoke,
is.
I'm
Eric.
gonna say that his wife is some amazing goddess.
You're
Oh
a
my
maniac.
He must
I'm
You're a
gonna-
maniac. You're not a maniac. You're a maniac.
I'm gonna take Eric's quote here, and I'm sure it's gonna be next in line. He's probably gonna say, "I'm a sexual dynamo." What can I say? 'Cause that was his favorite line on our show.
I'm
So I got
telling
a
you,
question for the
somebody,
panel.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
somebody needs to put her uterus in gold and mount that thing.
Yes.
God.
She
Yes.
doesn't live in a
Don't
shoe, does she?
I know,
Now
right?
that would be something on the mantle. Yeah.
Yeah, she deserves that.
Right.
she doesn't happen to-
right next to the Christmas stocking.
Oh my gosh.
She doesn't happen to live in a
Panel, I haven't
shoe.
got into my little personal questions yet. But I
I think she does, John.
I gotta get some questions to this panel.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to dating, no matter whoever got into dating at what time or whatever, but during all your dating times, what are some of the strangest things one of your dates have done?
Oh boy.
Fall in a
I mean-
ditch.
Fall in a ditch.
Yeah. She fell in the ditch. Yeah, and then I had to go pick her up, and then she lost her shoe. I had to go back into the ditch to get her shoe. It was raining, so it was muddy. So and then I got her shoe, and then she got back out, fell back in the ditch, and then I had to get her out of the ditch again, and then again she lost her other shoe. Oh my gosh, it's the worst. That was what happened to me.
I think I know that girl. Wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you, but it was somebody on Whidbey Island. Yes.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I know that girl.
So,
There you go.
so we got one more clarification for Eric. He's got actually has 9 kids and 12 grandkids.
And Martin, his son, is 11. The one that I'm talking
Wow.
about. He's 11 years old, and he
Oh,
does
no.
travel baseball, travel football, and
I think it's marijuana. I think that's what caused all those kids.
or ecstasy or Molly or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, anybody else have any nightmare stories of a date that just like something
Well-
strange happened?
I got kind of a strange situation. I met this girl. We were at a party, and I met this girl, and we hit it off really well at the party. Right, things were
Yeah, we're
going
hearing
well.
at the party. That's
At
coming
the
across
party.
loud and clearly.
Yeah, exactly right. And we each had a few, drinks in us. We were firing some beers down our and so it gave you that liquid courage. I asked her out. She said yes. And then I picked her up the next night because the party was a Friday night. I picked her up on a Saturday night. I took her to a Mexican restaurant for dinner. She sits down and she says, "Let me tell you right off the bat, I am a feminist." And that was
Okay.
it. It was over.
No,
I was like,
that's fine.
no, it's not. It's not fine at all. I mean, she went into this in the whole.
Wait to hear what she was going to say, or did you just not even give
No,
her?
no. What started it was because when I was trying to be gentlemanly, so I pulled the chair out for her,
Love it.
Right.
and that pissed her off.
No, I like that.
You like
Yeah.
that she's pissed off?
No.
But getting her chair pulled out.
Oh, well, that was my point. I pulled the chair out, and she's like, "You don't have to pull my chair out." I was like, "Whoa, hey, like
Well,
what's
I
up
would
with
have said to
that?"
her, "Are you going to pay Are you going to pay the bill then?"
Well, that came up, but I
Yeah.
I asked her, like, I said,
I
"Would you
will let
like
her
me
pay
to?"
the bill.
Would you like me to order for you? And I'm trying to be a nice guy here.
After she, did you offer that after she got mad at you for pulling the chair out?
Yeah, absolutely.
When
Yeah,
did she
I was.
When did she tell you she was a feminist? After you offered to order for her?
Yes. Yeah, because I pulled the chair out for her. She was pissed about that.
Okay.
And then I went to order for her, and that's when she let into me and told me that she was a feminist, and she wanted to know how I felt about that. I said, "Well, I feel that you can pay half the bill. That's how I feel about
I
it."
would have had her pay the whole bill.
Yeah.
Damn straight. Should have got one bill.
Where's the bill?
Oh hell yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So that was. I mean, we were hitting it off. It was like everything was normal Friday night, and then she got her ideology overnight and became a feminist and just wrecked the whole thing.
Or you didn't have like your beer goggles on, so you got to see her for who she really was.
No,
Yeah,
she was
right.
a good-looking girl. I mean, she was, but
Yeah.
she
no.
dabbled in the kooky. That's all.
Well, then
Don't
you're gonna
we
think
all?
if you think that's kooky, you're gonna think I'm really kooky, John.
No, I've seen your show.
You don't think I'm kooky?
No.
I don't know if kooky is the right word.
Oh, let's hear.
She's
I don't
brave.
know. Yeah. Maybe what's a good word?
No, let John say for himself, boys, to settle down.
Yeah. Provocative. I think you're provocative.
You.
Yeah.
But I don't swear. I don't use profanity. I'm very
No.
big on that.
Right.
Yeah,
you
you do.
twerk though. You twerk.
He does
Oh
twerk.
yeah, I twerk.
That's provocative.
Yeah.
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 If John would play a little music for her, she'd probably twerk again.
No, I'm gonna be a good girl tonight.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
It's a good one. Come on. There you go, Flynn. A little twerking. Just a little.
Like I say.
Okay, John.
That's fun. That's fun.
Wow, we got a twerk out of Jace at least.
I loved it.
Again,
You know what?
again,
John
zero
already
shame.
thinks I'm provocative, so I'm going to slow it down.
Well,
Oh.
last week, guys, you could have seen Flynn do some twerking for us.
I have
Yes.
my moments right now. My hair is doing something tonight. My hair's
I'm still,
working.
I'm still
is
kind of
Jordan.
in shock about the nipple thing. It's like that and lipstick just doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe this is
Jalen,
better.
Have
Right
you
here.
ever heard that before, Jalen? What? You're gonna get me blocked.
That's provocative. That was provocative.
That was good.
That's provocative? Okay.
I missed last week's show, and it seems to me like I should have been there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's
They-
more
these
time.
girls-
Yeah, you missed
say
out,
The
Jalen.
girls
You
say,
missed out.
now, have you heard this to be true? So you can really help us with this. That the color of your nipple is the color that you should have for your naked lipstick,
No, your
Tracy said
nude
that.
colored
the
lipstick.
nude color.
Yeah.
Have you heard
To
that
find
before?
the perfect nude.
I had not heard that before, but yes, that makes perfect sense.
Yep. The perfect
Why? Does that
nude
make
matches
sense?
your nipple color.
Yep, that
I
makes
never
sense.
heard that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Well,
So hit scratcher.
I don't know what to tell you there, Rob.
So hit scratcher.
Now, John, I gotta admit that story to me, I would be. Mine isn't a date, but I remember I worked at the aerospace company I used to be at. I had a supervisor that was a female, which was super nice, great supervisor, not an issue. But when we like go from one room to another to go to a meeting or something, and I'm like talking to her or something, I can't help it but try to open the door for her. Is that rude or not? I mean, it's like in
No.
this day and age, it's like it's out of respect that that's
Well,
just what I've
you
been
gotta
brought up
understand.
to do. But
The girls today are all smoking dope. Okay. They're all stoned out of their mind. They're all hippies. They're growing out their armpit hair. It's I just
love how he just
Wow.
got to the
they're
chase.
twerking,
They're all
you know.
smoking dope.
yeah, they're all high. They're all hairy armpits. I'm just glad I'm married.
Since this is relevant to the situation today.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, if I open the door and they're offended, I'll just slam it in their face.
I
No,
agree.
that's not true either. I'm a gentleman. I wouldn't do that.
Same
I have
here.
a
I'm a
firm
gentleman.
belief that you don't change
but
your
when someone-
behavior,
when
even if
someone tells you
somebody
this-
is ungracious.
But it makes you think twice, though. That's the bad thing. It's like you never know. Like you're in a store and someone's got some bags in their hands, and you open the door out of courtesy.
Yeah, man. But if
and
you're
get
holding the
chewed
door
out.
for every lady that's coming out the door, you'll be there all day.
Yeah.
You have to let the door go at some
So
point.
you can close the door on the next rude person, perfectly acceptable, but you don't change your behavior to match the uneducated or the ignorant.
There you
I
go.
agree.
And
Hmm.
you know, it is kindness to open the door. Like I'll go to the post office and there's men coming in with just as many packages to mail, and I'll hold the door, and you can tell how embarrassed they feel. They're like, "No, I'll get it." You know, like it's like, dude, your hands are full. Next time, I'll let you get the door when your hands are empty. Okay, how about that? You know, and it's like, why does it even freaking matter? It's not a sign of weakness. It's called courtesy.
It's a courtesy
Well,
thing.
they
Common
say-
courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like,
Courtesy.
They
I
see
don't-
it as control. It's a
There is-
way to control
then
women.
that
That's the way they see
person's
it.
really immature.
Yeah, well, she was.
Really emotionally devoid. I mean, come on.
And damn it, I was looking
me-
forward to
for
that
me, it's
deep fried
always
ice cream, and she blew it.
Yeah, for me, yeah, for me, when a guy holds the door, I mean, it's always appreciated, but it's not expected. But it is appreciated, and I thank them for it every time.
Me too.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Common courtesy. That's all. That's all.
Absolutely. But I'll hold
Yeah,
the door
Derek.
for somebody else also.
Yeah.
It's not a gender thing. It's a courteous thing.
Yep,
That's
right.
I agree,
But
man. I will definitely hold the door open for just about anybody. So, doorman, doorman,
Yeah.
doorman.
Yep.
But you know, I think Eric
I'm a doorman.
has a good
Eric.
point.
Yep.
Eric says, do you know the issue is that a lot of women in today's world don't expect you to be polite and be a gentleman, such as holding a door. I've done it and actually gotten a thank you, which is rare. My
Right.
father taught me well, and I'll continue to do it. But I think that we as women don't necessarily teach our daughters what we can expect from men without being entitled. Okay. And at the same time, women can't teach men how to be men. Men have to show other men how to do it.
Yep.
And so if you got a whole lot of single moms out there that are trying to raise sons, you're not going to do it very well. And I'm not trying to diss on single parents, but honestly, males teach males how to be men, and women teach women how to be girls or women.
That's right.
And we still need to hold true to those values.
Hey, when my daughter was young, I would take her out on dates and I would teach her what she should expect from a guy. And if she doesn't get treated that way, then she's dating a boob.
Yep.
Period.
My dad did the same thing for me, without a doubt.
Now I got to throw this out. We're almost out of time, but the thing is, are we the undereducated people? I mean, we're kind of a couple decades ahead of the young adults out there. Maybe we need to change our ways and learn that we got to quit being gentlemen.
I disagree.
I would disagree with that.
I'm going to disagree.
I like gentlemen.
Yeah. We don't have enough people who have great behavior to begin with.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer there's not bad people, but people do have really shitty behavior. And I would hate to see it get worse and worse. It kind of scares me when I go to the nursing home in a few years when my kids decide to put me in there with like the next 3 years, that I'm just not going to have anybody that knows how to take care of me well.
You're going to be in big trouble. You're going to be in big trouble.
Yeah.
My wife often reminds me I may not be her knight in shining armor, but I can be her turd in tinfoil.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So do you still open the door and hold doors and do things for your wife?
I always hold the door open so I can pat her in the ass on the way in.
Damn straight. That's what I do. I do the exact same thing.
I'm not going to lie. Listen,
open the door and smack her in the ass.
Just a reminder. Just
If
a
she don't
reminder.
get a smack
I still
in the
find her
ass.
attractive every day.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. But I
Is
still
that
find
like
her
some
attractive.
guy code or something? Because my husband does it too. Is that like a guy code?
You know what?
No, it just
as I
means it
said,
just
though,
finds you attractive. That's all.
I
That's
find her
Yeah.
attractive every
that
day.
just means.
I think a good smack on the derriere is nice.
Yep, that's what I do, man. I smack her in the ass every time she gets in the
Now, is
truck
that-
or every
is that-
time she goes through a door.
Flynn, is that a true statement if it's a stranger?
No.
It's weird on airplanes.
No.
Yeah, it is weird on airplanes.
If it's your partner, 100% okay. If
Well,
it's
I'm
somebody
glad to
you don't
hear.
know, no.
That's when you get smacked in the ass. And I'm like, oh my gosh, did I just get smacked in the ass?
It happened to me once. I'm pretty sure my response was "Thank
I
you,
would
sir."
have stopped and said, do that again. Do it again.
Hey,
Okay, I love
I don't
ladies.
mean to cut it short, but I actually have a
Yep.
show starting in 47 seconds.
Yep, get going.
All right, John.
Bye,
We'll see
John.
ya, brother. Next time
Yours
around,
is better than mine.
I'll pop on there, John, for a little bit and harass you a bit.
We'll come to
All right,
you.
sounds good, George. All right, guys, thank you.
Bye.
So, guys, on the next show, actually, I love this subject about the different generations as far as that kind of stuff. I want to talk more about that. So,
I think it's great. And
Yeah.
I want to echo what I want to piggyback off what Chandra said. I think that men teach men how to be men and women teach women how to be women. But I also think it's really important that the relationship you have with the opposite sex. So the way your dad treats you is what, or the way you see your dad treat your mom is what we're going to look for. So it's real important that we are a good example for the opposite sex, for our sons or for our brothers. And that's actually
Totally.
a very good topic. Good,
Yep.
good
I
call.
agree.
Hey, guys,
I agree.
I gotta
That's
cut
actually
this-
a very good
I
topic.
got to cut us off. So sorry, guys. This was a great show and lots of great opinions. And I think I want to follow up on some of these things we talked about today. So
I do
I wanna
too.
thank our guests, Jaylyn and Jace, for coming. And I would like to have
Hey,
you back.
Jace, thanks, brother.
If you guys want to impose on us next week, which is not imposing, we'd love to have you next week too. So anytime you want to come visit, come on in.
Very much
guys-
so.
Gotta go. Take care, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.